resume the interactive dialogue with the Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial summary or arbitrary executions. I now call on the representative of the Union of Arab Jurists. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a joint statement with EFORD and the Geneva International Centre for Justice. We would like to thank the Special Rapporteur on extrajudicial executions for his report. Specifically, we appreciate the mentioned press release of July 2012 calling for the immediate cessation of executions in Iraq. Mr. Special Rapporteur, executions in Iraq are taking place at a frightening rate. As of today, the number for 2013 is 53. On 16 April alone, 21 people were executed. Mrs. Pillay herself stated that executing people in such numbers is like processing animals in a slaughterhouse. This increasing rate of executions demonstrates the Iraqi authorities' continued disregard for the most fundamental of human rights and the numerous calls by United Nations officials concerning the use of death penalty. In your report, you outlined that it is an underlying assumption of most legal, moral and other codes that when the decision to take a life is at stake, the decision maker should be exercised by humans. But what if humans making these decisions do so under immoral, inhumane, unethical and illegal means? In Iraq, people are often sentenced to death without undergoing a fair trial or due process. Cases abound of detainees being subjected to threats, physical abuse and torture by police and security officials for the purpose of extracting confessions. Death sentences undertaken under such conditions are arbitrary executions and must cease immediately. Prime Minister al-Maliki and his authorities claim that those being executed are terrorists and that all calls for the end of the death penalty will not keep the ministry from carrying out these executions. But the real issue at hand is that everyone, regardless of the presumed crime, has the right to due process. As you reminded us in your report, we now remind Iraq of the supremacy and non-derogability of the right to life and the unlawfulness of its arbitrary deprivation. Mr. Special Rapporteur, with 1,400 prisoners currently on death row in Iraq, international action could not be more imperative. Today, on behalf of all those languishing on death row, we ask that you take this action. It is critical that no further executions be allowed to take place until all cases of detainees on death row are reviewed to ensure that the judicial and legal process is in line with international standards. We strongly urge you to uptake an immediate visit to Iraq as we continue to call on the United Nations to appoint a special rapporteur on Iraq. The government of Iraq can no longer be allowed to execute people at will and with impunity. Thank you for your attention.